number 854, city-initiated zoning text amendment number ZTA 1904, amending the planning and zoning code related to in-home family daycare facilities. Sean?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This is somewhat of a housekeeping item, and I feel like a broken record tonight, but this is based on reaction to further state legislation regarding large family daycares. This has been in effect for a while, but we're just getting the housekeeping done on the ordinance end. So under existing law, the Child Care Facilities Act, the State Department of Social Services licenses, regulates family daycare homes. And a small family daycare home, which may provide care up to 8 children, is considered a residential use of property for purposes of all local ordinances. Previous law authorized city and counties to either classify large family daycare homes, which may provide care up to 14 children, as a residential use of the property, or to provide a process for applying for a permit to use the property. So the city of Coalinga currently requires a conditional use permit for large in-home family daycare facilities. However, with the passage of Senate Bill 234, this changed the requirement and now treats large family daycare homes as the residential use of the property, and for the purposes of all local ordinances, which basically expands the size of residential care child facilities. And due to this change, we made amendments to the ordinance to remove the requirement for a conditional use permit, and essentially makes it a permitted by right use. But essentially it's a residential use, and what comes with that is that the city cannot require business licenses, any special permits to operate a large family daycare in a residential home.
And that's by state law.
Yes. So essentially we can't require a business license or any other. We did keep some regulations in place, so we can essentially puts us in a code enforcement mode if it becomes a problem. So we still do have our regulations in place. We just can't require any special permits for those types of daycares. So it's a pretty quick and easy ordinance change. It's just a matter of changing how we allow permits.
Who monitors daycares?
Typically, the state Department of Social Services would normally license large family daycares. My understanding, I don't even think they license up to 14 now. So it's essentially a residential use, just like us living in our home. Having a large family daycare is the same as if we just enjoy living in our home. Yeah, so we still have regulations. You can't have, jungle gyms in front of the house, has to be in the back. You have to have a certain amount of space for kids to play. So there are still regulations in our zoning code. It's just a matter of we can't regulate the permitting for those.
Okay.
What about can we do anything about it? We just can't, that's it? It's the law and that's done.
I think this came out of somebody actually applying. We tried to get them to comply with our local ordinances, and they basically said, hey, this is out of date now. So we can try to force them, but if they ignore it, there's really nothing that we could do about it.
Scary.
Okay, gentlemen, what would you like to do? I have a motion?
We need a public hearing.
Oh,
So the
I'm
ADU is gonna be a child care.
okay, we're gonna open the public hearing for this on daycares. Anybody like to say yes or no, or say anything about it? Okay, we'll go ahead and close the daycare. We'll close the daycare public hearing. Gentlemen, what would you like to do?
I'll make a motion to set it as it's read now.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I mean, we've got to second it. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's state law.
Roll call, please.
It's a very reluctant second.
Councilman Horn,
Aye.
Councilman Atkinson,
Only because I have no other choice. I have to vote aye.
Councilman Ramirez,
No?
You're gonna be sued
Mayor
now.
Pro Tem Singleton,
Aye.
Mayor Ramsey.
Aye, vote aye. Okay, now we're gonna